Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel, and we're going to jump right into all this. My name is Rich, and if you're new to the channel, we talk a lot about building our small and medium drone businesses, and we cover a lot of other topics as well. Now, for the since 2022 through now 2026, we've been working on a project called Solstice. And over time, the Solstice project has changed because it's multiple homes being built in a new residential community. So we have been flying this location literally since 2022, and the official start was in 2023. Now we're getting ready to put together this full big time lapse. Jody's going to be working on that. But this morning I was getting some of the videos ready, and I thought, hey, it'd be cool just to give you guys an overview here, utilizing Final Cut Pro and the videos that we've shot for time lapse over the years. And I just want to show you quickly how we put together part of a time lapse. So you'll see down here in the different layers here, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 different videos. So we've got a video from January 8th of 2023, June 25th of 2023, September 17th of 2023, and December of 2023 as well. Now, we've lined these up already because I didn't want to bore you too much with lining things up. So we dragged each of these into the timeline. And what we want to do is we want to start with the oldest, which is January of 2023. And so that is our bottom clip. Okay, so that's the bottom clip down here. And then we move up to June from January, and then September from June, and then December from September. I'm going to be giving Jody a lot more clips, but this is a very simple set of clips here. And I'd like to time it out so that it all comes together. So I know where I've lined everything up. Now, we do have classes, tutorials on YouTube for using Final Cut for drone operators. So you can check that on YouTube. You can also go to our classes.azdrone.net because some of this goes into several of the classes that we have there. The classes do have free previews, so you can check things out and see if you'd be interested in learning some of this with us. First thing I'm going to do, I just want to get everything. So right now we're seeing the top layer here, and that's December of 2023. That's the last one we want to see. So what I can do is hide that. I'm going to click the V key here, and now that's hidden. And I also want to hide September, and I want to hide June. So I want my starting point to be that January way back in 2023. I am going to come across the timeline here. I'm just dragging it because I know where everything is already. So I'm going to go, let's see here. Okay, we're going to go to about 10 seconds. And over here on the bar, I am going to hit the blade tool. Okay, and after hitting the blade tool, I'm going to select in June and hit the V key to make that exposed. Okay, and what I'm going to do again is let's go to 20 seconds. And this is not a class on how to do these edits, but it's going to give you an idea of, aha, I think I know what I'm doing here. I'm going to hit the blade tool again, okay? And I'm going to hit the blade tool again and again. Now, in this case, I would like to, I'm going to hit my A key, and I am just going to go ahead and turn this one on with the V key, okay? So now let's go down 20 seconds more. There we go. Right about there. And we'll go ahead and hit that key again and this one, because now I would like to go to here. So what do I need to hide? I'm going to hide this one. So we're going to come up to here, and then we're going to come up to here, and we'll go ahead and hide this. And then finally we have, let's go ahead one more time. There we go. Like I said, not a full tutorial on Final Cut at all. We've got a lot of other things going on. But now, for the start, for the first 40 seconds, we're going to start January, move to June, move to September, and move to December. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, by the way, we've had that raw site up there for us, and not much going on with that. So let me just bring it all the way back to the beginning. And so this is January, the first official starting one of 2023. That is coming up on June in just a moment. And there we go. We have June of 2023. And now the next one's going to be September. And you'll notice that these are overlaying pretty darn close. Not perfect, but you don't have to be perfect when you're testing this out. And it doesn't have to be perfect for the final one. 90% of the way there is going to give that kind of time-lapse feel that everyone is looking for on this one. So that looked pretty good. And to make things look a little smoother, so we're going to stop here. So that's all three. And now, by the way, we're back looking at January way back when. And this did come together nicely. Not perfect once again, but you know, I think that the clients normally are pretty wowed by these. So we could put even more layers. We could put more, you know, timelines. But here's what I'm going to do just to be quick about this. And what we're going to do, I'm going to just go down and get my blade tool right here again. All right, so I just wanted to grab that. But I am going to grab my regular pointer and I'm going to go over to the right hand side and use one of the transitions. So I am going to drag this down. All right. And cross dissolve, we'll put it on that one as well. And then we'll do a cross dissolve right here. Just doing it really quick, real dirty. And there we go. Let's go back and see what this looks like to us now. The other thing I'm going to do is put one more cross dissolve down here at the start. Okay. Are we ready to see what we've made here? All right. So there we go. Now we've got that little first setup, which we can clip afterward for January. Here comes June. And that faded together really nice. Didn't look too clunky at all, did it? So 90% of the way there got us there. So now let's take a look at the next transition. So that is September of 2023. So we see that big change there. And finally, we're waiting on the last one, December of 2023. And there we go. Did you see the bird fly by in that frame, by the way? That was kind of cool. All right. So now I've gotten that first set through and we've got that dirt side right there. So what I could do, and I'm going to do, is we're going to get to about 50 seconds and we will crop that one and let's see what happens here. All right, so we got that one to there. What we want to do now is grab the A key and I'm going to just slice that there. One more time, V key turns it on. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so not much happened, not much changed between January and June on this segment. I'm going to go ahead and hit the blade key again. We're going to be ready for this. Because what I want to do now is we're going to get up to 1 minute. There we go. And now when we look at this, let's go back here. So that was June, not much happening. But let's get into our next one, which is September. Moving a little fast, I'm sure, but you don't have to learn it through Final Cut. So let's go and do one more, and then we're just about wrapped up here. And we're going to do a blade key here, and we're going to make this visible here. All right, let's dial it back here. We will bring ourselves, and we haven't done anything additional for June, so no big change. There is June of 2023. We're coming up on September, so that's going to be my next clip. So here it comes. And there we go. So nothing being built there yet in September. It was all on the main site. But once we get here into to December, I think we'll see a little bit more. And we got another building coming in here. So I could go through and do this over and over again with you, but I don't want to completely bore you. I just wanted to give you the idea of how we're doing these time lapses for some of our clients. Now, we've got basically 2023 done in here, but I've got footage all the way to 2025 and to this past weekend, 2026. So we're going to be doing a lot of this time-lapse work, and we're going to be doing it with other clips. We've got multiple other clips, of course. So that's what Jody is going to be sorting through today. I wanted to give you that high-level overview of what's going on with it, because I could sit here and walk you through more of this and, do a little more time lapse, here, just to get into these here. I'm just grabbing cross dissolves. Um, this is just for myself to play with and, share with you as well. But once I'm done with this, we're going to be wrapping this one up. And as I said, we do have classes.azdrone.net. Several of our class walkthroughs actually do have some of the time-lapse work in it. So I'd ask you to stop by and check out the courses and see if they would help you build your types of flights for your clients beyond mapping and modeling, beyond just video. We can do these full-on time lapses and showcase the entire build over the period of 4 years. All right, everybody, with that, I'm going to get going because I've got to get to work on some of these things. And I've spent, a little over an hour and 15 minutes, selecting and putting these things together for you to come along with. All right, everyone, I hope you're having a great start to the new year. Once again, classes.azdrone.net. You can check out some of our courses over there and some of our courses that feature the Solstice project and also feature all the different types of things that we do on our web page presentation that we call See My Build, which you can also see at seemybuild.com. See you guys again in the near future. Have a great one.